Albuquerque, there's a great deal at stake in the next few minutes. Those Visa Championship Series trophies carry $25,000 winner's purse to the top man and top woman through this winter. The standings, of course, are always relevant. And Galen Rupp is the current leader. There he is, the distant star, 7.34. He doesn't want it to happen. From this Nike men's 60-meter hurdles, the next event on the track, the destination of $25,000 is resting on this next race. Well, on the track, the athletes are ready. The 8 men and the records, well, Colin Jackson's world record 7:30 is out there. Lu Zhang, though, 7:41 recently. That's certainly achievable. And as I said, 7:34, the target for these guys, the favorites.
And this is Joel Brown, ran 7:56 recently. Only 7:61, though, in his semifinal. You're going to have to be close to 7:4 to factor in this race. And here is the 5-time U.S. indoor champion and 2-time world indoor champion in this event, but only third in his semifinal, 7:61. But such a good competitor, have to feel like he has a shot here as well. This is Osage, the defending champion from last year, 7:52 in the final last year, and running very consistently, 7:53 in the first round and 7:56 in his semifinal. And here's the former Bruin Kevin Craddock, also running very, very well, personal best of 7:53, and won his semifinal in 7:54. And this is the young man we talked about at the top of the show. 7:40 makes him the world leader this year. But in his semifinal had some problems, stumbled over the last 2 hurdles, and only ran 7:54. Has to clean it up if he wants to win here. This is Aries Merritt, who made the team last year to the World Championships. Also made the World Championship team in Berlin. 7:58 in his semifinal, all-time best of 7.46. And here's Jeff Porter. Did a little bit of running in Europe. 7:61 in his semifinal. Personal best this year, though, of 7.54 in Germany. And here's the American record holder outdoors, David Oliver, but he is lucky to be here because he did not look good in his semifinal. He's the last qualifier in. Him and his coach Brooks Johnson have been feverishly working on his start. He has not been responding well to the gun.
Well, there's the full lineup. David Oliver, you don't see that too often. In lane 8, really separated from where the action is expected to be. Dexter Folt in 5. The fast-starting Aries Merritt goes in 6. Terence Trammell over in lane 2 on the far side, of course, is a favourite perhaps. And there is Galen Rupp. 7:34. He's still holding that piece of paper. Big smiles all around. That would be a US record, by the way. And Galen Rupp, just for the fun of it, holding a stopwatch.
And I'm telling you, Tim, that he has to hope that these young men, these young men are so closely matched. He has to hope, does Galen, that the pressure leads these guys into a panic, because based on the rounds, that record is under threat.
Place your bets. The Nike men's 60-meter hurdles. From 2 weeks ago, Galen Rupp is the Visa Championship leader at the moment. Trammell in 2, Falk in 5. Good start from Trammell, second try. Ooh.
And I think Falk is gone.
Well, I thought it was a good start. Trammell went out really quickly too. But the camera focusing on Dexter Folt there. That would be a great shame. 7:40 to win his first round race. That was a big PR, the quickest time in the world this year.
Well, here's Falk. Now, this is bad news for Falk, but probably better news for Galen Rupp, because that's the young man I really thought could challenge. Well, there's Dexter Falk there. He really was out early. And, of course, this new rule went into effect in 2010. 1 and you're done.
Well, Falk was disqualified for a full start here at the 2010 championships.
And he's being allowed to run under protest. He has been shown the red card, Tim, but being allowed to run under protest, we have not seen this held up, but at least we get the satisfaction of being able to see him run.
Running under protest, just a quick explanation of that for you. It means basically that he can run, he'll record a time, but if it's confirmed and they double check that he did full start just now, then his time is scratched from the result. So even if he were to win the race and he definitely did full start, then his result is null and void.
Just to make Galen Rupp's evening a little bit more complicated.
It raises the tension a little bit more here in the convention center in Albuquerque. The Nike men's 60-meter hurdles. For the second time of asking, 8 men load themselves into their blocks. Joel Brown in 1, Terence Trammell in 2, then Osagai 3, Craddock in 4, Dexter Falk running under protest. He may well already be down and out of this race after that full start. Merritt goes in 6, Porter in 7, David Oliver in lane 8. To the left of picture, the powerful, huge man, Oliver. Can he create a surprise here from left of picture? Well, there was another twitch, and it was either Falk or Craddock.
Looked like Falk again to me.
It was in the center lanes. Let's take another look at this. Ooh. If it was Falk, then it's kind of immaterial because he was gone anyway, we believe.
Begs the question, how many times do you get to run under protest? Here's a look again. Look at Falk twitching right here. Excuse me, here's Falk. Little bit of a twitch by Falk. They're all in the same uniforms.
Yeah, the feet were moving. There was a definite twitch from Falk, I think, there. And has he really gone this time? And I'm not sure I've experienced this before, whether somebody's said I'm going to run under protest a second time. How many times?
He's shaking his head as he was after the first charge false start.
Addo, how does that affect your head when you've got 2 full starts? It's probably you on both occasions. I mean, he can't be concentrating on the job at hand.
Part of what this is, too, is that, remember, Falk is the world leader. He is going into this race with a huge target on his back, running against guys who, yeah, he's run against them before, but he's never been in the race with these guys where he's been the favorite. And Falk, quite frankly, not responding well to the pressure here in Albuquerque.
Well, John Drummond and Linford Christie famously over the last decade have refused to leave the stadium when they've been accused of false starts.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of those 2 races.
Yeah. But running under protest at least speeds things up. Galen Rupp still smiling, still watching, still holding that stopwatch as this Nike men's 60-meter hurdle field load themselves into the blocks for the 3rd time of asking. Trammell in 2, Falk in 5, Merritt in 6, and David Oliver to the left in lane 8. Good start from Trammell, also going well. There was Craddock out of the blocks. Trammell leading at the moment, also looking good. It's Merritt on the near side in the blue, and it's going to be Merritt. Oh, my word. And by some margin, too. 7:44. They miss it by 1/10 of a second, the Visa title. Galen Rupp will be smiling even more widely now. But that was a race that really was upset. 7:43, in fact, has just come up for Merritt. And Galen Rupp wins the Visa Championship Series, $25,000. And I guess he's earned it. 3,000 meters yesterday, 1,500 meters today. He's run a lot of laps of this track.
And with all this false starting going on, it was this young man right there, Aries Merritt, who kept his patience and his composure. And his reward, a new personal best. One of the fastest times in the world. It actually makes him 3rd fastest this year. Merritt easy to spot, 3rd from the left. And with that new personal best of 7:43, he can start thinking about possibly being world indoor champion in 2 weeks in Turkey.
David Oliver 5th in that one, but of course over 60-meter hurdles he's never that strong. He needs the other 40 meters or 50 meters to come into his own. But 3rd to left there, Aries Merritt, who has adjusted his style this year. He's reduced the number of strides to the first hurdle. That's a big change, and it's working out well.
And look at Galen Rupp's reaction. He sees the time, and he knows he's got 25 grand coming to his bank account.
Rupp smiling, Merritt smiling, no doubt. There with Lewis.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, Aries, how did you survive all the false starts?
You know, you just got to stay focused and just get back in there. Same thing happened in outdoor nationals. I just don't know what was going on. I mean, you have the option to run under protest, and that's what he did, and then he false started again. So, I mean, you know.
It was a rough one. Now, explain to everybody how you were able to not only get to this opportunity, but you changed your steps at the beginning of this season as you prepare for the outdoor season, now taping 1 step less, alternating your lead leg. How difficult has it been to make that adjustment?
It's been pretty difficult. I mean, as you know, Dayron Robles takes 7, David Oliver takes 7, Jason Richardson also takes 7. So I felt that the change was necessary. And so by me taking 7, I just ran an indoor PR, and I've only been doing it for about 3.5, 4 months. So, I mean, it has potential to do something deadly outdoors.
All right, and I'm sure it'll serve you well at the World Indoor Championships. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tim?
Thank you, Lewis. Boy, oh boy. One more win racked up there with 1 less stride for Aries Merritt. Let's take a look at the result of that one just to confirm. This is indeed 7:43, that winning time in a new PR for Merritt. Kevin Craddock second, 7:46, and Terence Trammell in third, 7:51. Well, Merritt winning the race there, all smiles, but he didn't get the big one. Galen Rupp, $25,000 richer, is the Visa Championship Series title winner.